Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Texas Rangers and the San Diego Padres. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Yeah, let's do this. Now place your homie roll.
So, almost ready to get underway. Getting the nod in this one, Joe Musgrove. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Wyatt Langford, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 6-10.
Close, but called a ball. And now 2-0.
Well, second pitch of this game, and already getting squeezed a little bit.
Fastball is outside. And that's in for a strike. And now 3-1. On the inside corner for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. One away. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Dylan Moore.
Yeah, and Boog, sometimes all you need when you're slumping like this is just a little bit of confidence. You need a little bit of luck. One at bat where you hit the ball hard, maybe it's caught, no big deal. Or maybe you get a bleeder, it gets you a hit. You just need to feel good about the at bat, and that's when things start to turn a little bit. We'll see if he can do that in this one.
Number 8, batting with one down, takes a strike. To the right side, and that one handled. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
That is third, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now it's Corey Seager.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Rowdy Tellez. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Dylan Moore.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
0-1's the count.
Here comes a pitch. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Rangers leave a pair. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Petco Park. And our pitcher tonight, Jack Leiter. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Xander Bogaerts leading things off and takes a strike. Late with the swing there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Garcia hauls it in, and there's one away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they do a lot of things well in this offense, Zingy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He's safe. You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. So a man aboard, Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And that's through there for a strike. Hit on the ground might be 2. 1 at second.
He's out.
On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Josh Young.
Number 6, Josh Young.
Musgrove back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
1 ball.
Really
2
close
strikes.
pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Jolly Joe with the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Kyle Higashioka, the next to hit, takes ball one. Musgrove, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. And it's even up.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
That one missed. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Two balls, two strikes to count with two outs.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
2 outs, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Rangers go down quickly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. That one fouled off.
Well, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box now as he leaves that one up high. The 1-0. Fought off foul. And now 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. That's in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. He's got it. Runner tagging from first.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Jackson Merrill in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Late swing, foul to the left. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. One left for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Garcia, multi-time All-Star, hitting ninth in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. Outside low. Now 2-0. In the air, foul off first. O'Hearn makes the play. And there's one down.
The batter, the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
So the batting order turns over. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. He's 0 for 1. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Top of the third, no score. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Fermin down to first with it. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Yeah, the batter now, number 8. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. In there at the knees.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
So 2 down. Here's Siegs to the plate now. Missed inside with the curve. And there's a foul ball. And that's outside. And it's 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And there's the ball.
Ball 3.
Rowdy Tellez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
The batter, the first baseman.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
And fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Rowdy swings and gets a hold of one. Deep to right. That one back. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they lead it. It's 3-0.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Dylan Moore stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch misses. And another ball. Musgrove maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 16th homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 outs. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to short, Bogarts. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that
Nope, that's the ball.
misses. And it's 1-0. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth with 3 hits on the series and one of them a homer. And it's fouled away. Out to center, under it. And it's caught for the out.
The batter is shortstop Xander.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. Fly to right his first time. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fermin over at first with 1 away. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 to Bogaerts.
Two balls.
In the dirt, blocked. Man at first, 1 away. Strikes him out with 100.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Arise, batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Moore tosses to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Padres leave 1. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Movement in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Suarez getting loose as well. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Laureano pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Slow roller to third. Machado throws to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. Next up for Texas, Adolis Garcia. Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And the sweeper is off the plate. Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Nice grab from his knees. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman, Machado.
That catches the corner.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that one is downstairs. 1-2 to count. And a breaking ball misses outside. That's a little bit low.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
3-2 now. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Here's Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a foul ball. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Ball 1 low. Next offering is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We're We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth, Jeremiah Estrada.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And strike two. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the center fielder, 1 for 2. Just missed. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
One down, base is empty. This one popped up, and that's foul. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. They got it for out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Makes a sliding stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. And the Rangers set down in order. They lead 4-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh, always we.
Leiter back to work. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Inside, almost got him. In the air, right side. Garcia heads after it. Hauls it in for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fermin at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
1 out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. Started to swing, held up.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Just inside, and now it is filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But They should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jake.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
The daily pressure of a poor black life. The hood is full of baby mamas, joblessness, and the lax wives.
And ball 1. The Padres down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball.
Inside, ball
Well,
2.
usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside. And that's ball 1. Cronenworth on at second with 2 down. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. There's the strike. Way inside, gets out of the way. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. And they'll do it again. High in the air, out to right. Garcia settles under it. Squeezes it. That is the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 4-0. Back here in San Diego, and now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. Estrada, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Next pitch is outside. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan Moore. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you want to be. So I
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike on the inside corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. This to third. On to O'Hearn. 2 up, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Josh Young.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
So 2 balls and no strikes. And a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
The 2-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Two outs. That misses. Full count, 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That's a strike. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Robert Garcia, the left-hander, up and throwing. Wynn getting cranked up as well. Yo, 1. Foul ball. Struck him out looking.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it hugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
And now it's Manny Machado. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The Rangers leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
And there's a strike. And that skips in the dirt. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. That one just misses. The count now 2-2. Fastball is outside. Fernando Tatis Jr. hitting on deck circle. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Slings to first, and Laureano is retired. Padres go down 1-2-3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Rangers 4 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. Swinging a foul straight back. Suarez, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Goes down looking.
Well, it's a nice job with the cutter right there. He didn't exactly catch the corner of the zone, but that's one of those where the late movement probably fooled the umpire a little bit. Those guys do not have an easy job. I thought it was a good take overall, and, you know, it's one of those things where you leave it in the umpire's hands. You just don't know what the answer is going to be, and that time he lost.
Carter in the box now. No balls and a strike. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. Bullpen action for the Padres. Adrian Morejon appears to be getting loose. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering is down low.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. Just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball there. Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the outside edge. Now 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, nobody on, and he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses. Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2 the count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Outside low. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Now the number 2 hitter, 1 for 3. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Oh, 0-2 now. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Rangers leave a pair, but they lead it 4-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Robert Garcia.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Ball 1, no strikes. Fastball for a strike at 95.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swings through that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fly ball center field. Garcia sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan.
Next for the Padres, Ryan O'Hearn. And that's in there at the knees. The Padres down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Merrill up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. And another ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Popped up. Young makes the grab, and that's the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Adrian Morejon.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Seager stands in now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First offering, and it just misses. And he takes a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through him for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Tellez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
2 down, bases empty. Up next for the Rangers, Dylan Moore. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. Rangers go down in order. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Cold wind.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the catcher to hit, Freddie Fermin. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Called strike right there.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good. with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Cronenworth stands in now and watches strike one.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And now
That's
2 balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that one misses up and in. And now 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. This to third. Young zips it across. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Outside. 1-0. Lined, and that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Luis Arraez stands in. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position. This one in the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Just missed. Breaking ball, and that got him. First and second, 2 outs. Here's Manny Machado now. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Maton also throwing. First and second, 2 down. That one not close. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. On the ground to the left. Seager
throw pulls him off the bag at first. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Laureano comes up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball two.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That
Ball
misses
three.
the zone. And now 3-0.
Berg, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Tying run at the plate. And that is out of play. Fought off foul. Stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So they load the bases, but leave him stranded. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Morejon back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Nestor Cortez Jr. getting loose out there. Sears also getting ready. Inside, just missed. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-1.
And downstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One down. 3-2.
Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
That one ripped. Full extension, makes the catch.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Two outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Evan Carter. There's a strike.
Ball.
Next offering upstairs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. And the inning is over. Offense held in check there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rangers 4 and the Padres nothing. Righty reliever out of the pen, Chris Martin.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. That smash towards center. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, first base.
So up next, Ryan O'Hearn. And there's a ball. Martin measures 6 feet 8 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. And a base hit right there. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Merrill digs in now.
See, every time you see me, I got something new.
First pitch, not close. The Padres down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Coming home. Cut off, throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Chris Martin gives way, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. Phil Maton comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And now Freddie Fermin. Fouled off left side. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Maton, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
1 away with a runner at third. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Padres with only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Jake Cronenworth.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year. And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
That one ripped but foul. This could end it. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In-time ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. Bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day with a with papers. And the call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably think it. We talk about we should've called it juice.